Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
But today we got an old Meezy. Zoe Spencer is her own worst enemy. Or Zoe. She go by Zoe, right? Or Zoe?
Zoe Spencer? I think it's Zoe.
It might be Zoe.
Zoe.
Like the one I knew hers was Zoe.
Oh, was it?
Hers
It
was
spelled
Zoe.
like that?
It's Zoe, and then hers had like dots on top.
Oh, okay.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
On this channel, we are all about the redemption arc. We love to see somebody go down a path where they are doing all these sorts of messed up things, get the criticism from the online community, and then change their whole identity around. That's why when I saw Zoe Spencer crying on camera the other day, I really felt for her. I was ready to open up my heart.
I feel like I climb, and then I fall. And like, nigga, I gotta put my back, my feet, my neck, my eyes, and everything into it. God, I really just don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to continue.
Just as I was writing up a script to talk about why we as a community should maybe give Zoe Spencer another opportunity and shot, understanding all of the things that she's done in the past, 2 clips came across my timeline that made me do select, all, delete, and rewrite the whole thing because it seems as though he hasn't learned anything.
Do y'all notice that everything that y'all complain about me that I do, all the motherfuckers do it? If y'all would notice and just sit and just shut the up and just look, everybody do exactly what the I be doing. Do y'all not see that? I was the only motherfucker up here biting. Now Talil is biting people's heads off their body.
And so while Zoe Spencer on one hand is crying about how this industry is so hard, she has to work 10 times harder, it seems as though she falls back into the same antics and situations that most likely got her into this. And for whatever reason, she continues to miss a big lesson that keeps her from being this name and face in this industry that she so desires to be in. And it's a lesson that we're gonna break down yet again for her. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. Don't you just love some unemployed drama? I do. Now, back into the video.
I'm so what's the word? I'm tired. Everybody just always thinks that everything's just all fine.
The streaming/content creation industry can be mentally taxing. It's very fickle. It's not very rewarding some of the times. And if you are somebody like Zoe Spencer who has saw their viewership drop from one year to the next, you can be scrambling and finding yourself in a similar situation, crying in the shower, trying to figure out what's going on. If you look at her numbers, 2025 on the left and 2026 on the right, it might spell out exactly why she is crying the way she is crying. Hell, being down around 1,000 live viewers from one year to the next would have me in the shower too. And I think the timing of it all is quite interesting. One, Kai Cenat rejoined the internet and is basically back to his old self, single before the girlfriend, not just doing that type of content, but also, you know, saying that there were situations in which he was wrong and which he grew. And then also Streaming University 2 passing by. And there's a big name who we were talking about just a year ago or two that has not been included in any of that. And that's Zoe Spencer. Mind you, this would be the 2nd year in a row that she gets left out of the coolest party on streaming.
No, I did not get into the Streamer University. I did apply. Obviously, I'm seeing who got in. At first, I wasn't going to be upset. I feel like one of the friends in the friend group, and that one friend didn't get invited to the party. All of the men's like, yo, you not coming? No.
Back then, she felt like she was left out of the cool kids circle, one that was ever so elusive to get into, but now she is on the outside looking in. And I think the worst of it all is that she doesn't feel like it's because of her content, but she feels like it's more of a personal thing. Ultimately, this will become some reoccurring feeling for Zoe Spencer. She wants acceptance from a specific group or a circle of people, but ultimately they don't want her. Being left out appears to be affecting her deeply, not just on the side of the content where she is seeing collaborations go by and the viewership dwindle, but also internally, honestly. All in all, Zoe Spencer feels blackballed from the industry. But I think that this is where things are a little bit wrong. Exclusion doesn't automatically mean some sort of blackballing. And if there was some sort of real and internal reflection, she probably would come to a better conclusion than this. And you'd think that that would come with the year's hiatus from these people, but here we are again in the big 2026 in which Zoe Spencer here is looking at anybody and everybody and saying they're doing the exact same thing that she's doing, but not facing the same criticisms.
Everybody do exactly what the I be doing. Do y'all not see that? I was the only motherfucker up here biting. Now Talil is biting people's heads.
Has she not tried to do something different? You know what I'm saying? Like, has she not tried to go to a different lane, try to go to a different route with her content? Or she, like, I don't know. Maybe regroup, rethink, and
Is she still like super like over the top? Cause I don't like tune into like a lot. Like I catch stuff.
And I don't even see clips. It used to be clips come out. And I don't even see the clips like I used to.
The only clip I've seen recently was the one where dude was like kind of giving her like some encouragement words and stuff like that. That's like the last clip. I don't see anything else.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't I show you that?
You showed me that. Yeah, that's the last thing
but
I seen.
outside of that, I forgot she made content.
So
I
I'm
honestly
just
forgot about her.
So I'm just wondering, like, is her content still like
On
kind
the
of like
same nature?
like super over the top and very like
Maybe who knows? Honestly, with her, because maybe she doesn't get in those spaces like she used to. You get what I mean?
It's off their body.
I don't know, man. It just still seems like the mark is missed. Zoe came to the internet trying to ask a simple question. She's asking, why is it that she sees content creators like Tylil do the exact same things that she did, but ultimately not get the same sort of grievance or flack that she does? She's asking why viewers would enjoy it. She's saying, what specifically about him? And I'm saying him being Tylil specifically because, one, she named him in the video, and then two, there was another recent video that came out where she seemingly had a interaction or run into with another streamer, Dez, while he was with streamer Tylil. And she gave
Jonathan, you think that's what it is? Because she probably get away with Tylil get away with more things than she does because of Kai. Because you said Kai is Tylil's best friend. You think that's the reason why? Like, probably, yeah.
Action or run into with another streamer, Dez, while he was with streamer Tylil. And she gave Tylil the cold shoulder. It was kind of loud, to be honest with you.
So right here.
I'm just so happy for you.
Where you going?
I was gonna go to Dream Dog. I missed you. How are you?
She acting like she got a problem with me. It's this content.
Yeah, I can see why she was acting that way if ultimately she had some sort of problem with him in the...
But on some real spill, didn't all of them cut her off? When Kai cut her off, everybody else
did
cut
all
her.
of them, or did one kind of secretly still talk to her a little bit but didn't show it? And
because I ain't gonna hold you, if we was all kicking and hanging out right beforehand, and because Kai stopped trying to kick it with me, now y'all stop kicking with me. Y'all your own man, right?
right,
Just because he don't want to mess with me don't mean y'all don't have to mess with me.
right.
If y'all be like, hey, even though you know what I'm saying, I still, but it's not like I'm gonna be back talking, you know what I'm saying? I can still be friends. We can all have our own separate friendships outside of being friends ourselves.
Yeah.
But if we all like, oh, that's my man don't want to deal with you, like that's kind of weird to me.
I think it's even more weird when it's dealing with a situation like this with a young lady, and it's not really like, oh, she like really did something to like cross y'all in a sense. Like it's not on that type of time.
Also, so Jonathan said Dez, you said Dez still talks to her outside of streaming?
Well,
yeah, that is true. Most of AMP was calling her weird, but also she gives me that New York vibe, where we see a lot of New York people on, when it comes down to content, right?
Yeah.
So how's that weird now, but everybody else do it, and
It's okay.
It's a New York thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
content that he's putting out there on social media and not getting that same backlash. And to be fair to Zoe Spencer, I can even acknowledge what she's saying to be somewhat true. The internet can have double
You can always ask any question. If we catch it, we catch it.
standards. Hell, everybody has double standards. And I think that popularity does affect who gives or gets grace in all of these situations. We've been existing on the internet for a long time, and we all know that, hey, just because one person does something and another person does the exact same thing or something similar doesn't mean that the reception of it is going to be the same. I know it may not seem fair on surface, but I don't even think that that's just the internet thing. I think that that's a life thing. But like my mama used to tell me, if the other kids jump off of a bridge, does that mean that you're gonna to do it. I'm not worried about those other people that are not in my house. I'm worried about the people that are in my house. From my POV, I think Zoe Spencer is just oversimplifying the backlash that she got. People don't just dislike her over cringeworthy content. I think the biting and the yelling and all that stuff is just the cherry on top. Need I remind her and need I remind everybody watching about the Saeed situation where Silky's assistant was held down and inappropriately touched on by Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer?
Oh, no. I don't think he wants to.
That plus the biting and the other consistent and persistent boundary pushing that she has displayed against other streamers would probably be, if I just had to guesstimate, the reason as to why a lot of people are off of Zoe Spencer.
W Dre, I got y'all dude. Y'all can start sucking dick now.
I bit him for my raindrop. I am the sea. With you and God with another nigga.
Hey, don't talk to my dog like
You nigga.
Literally just got here.
Fuck you talking about? Whoa.
And her trying to use an incident in which Khalil was having an issue with his Clover housemates, his other content creator housemates, where in the bigger picture, he was trying to teach a lesson with the context of it all. Then I don't think that that's like the right way to go about doing this. And it's actually very dismissive of the issues that people have with her. And sure, if maybe she was making a grander indictment about streaming as a whole and was talking about how I just see a bunch of streamers doing this disrespectful and disgusting stuff, and ultimately from her POV, it's not a fair treatment, but she's giving a fair warning to the people that are doing this, that their content journey could end up like hers. I think that that would have been beautiful. But the reality is that Zoe still appears to be focused on the unfair treatment as opposed to the impact of what she did. And the clearest example of her doing this boundary pushing gimmick that we continue to see and that had her on the hot seat in the first place is a situation where streamer Rod got involved after giving one meaningless, harmless opinion about Zoe Spencer that turned into her saying some of the most outrageous things to him, specifically about his deceased mother.
Now, in the clip, it's me in Jamaica. I'm talking to Beans, and somebody said her name, and they was like, yo, she's funnier than Reggie. I said, nah, I don't think she's funnier than Reggie. I said, she's funny, but not funnier.
I'm gonna also say this. In a situation like that, you can get baited into drama, right? And so when somebody's post in your chat say, hey, she funny than this person, they're trying to bait you into some drama. I also, that might just come with maturing. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of these people are young. They think they're...
Or being able to just pick up on different signs.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't even had a knowledge. Basically, I was getting to the point where I wouldn't have acknowledged the...
Like, okay, somebody say that. Okay, you can say it. I won't even have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
And now it's drama for no reason.
Yeah.
Than Reggie. I got a text today from Zoe, and this was her response to me. You are a dick rider ass nigga. 5 feet ass little ass. Not entertaining ass nigga. I can also say this to your face too, but I haven't seen you, so I'm gonna send it to you directly. I don't like you. Don't talk about me. I didn't say f her. I didn't say, yeah, I'm glad this happened to her. I didn't say none of that. I responded and said, you are mad as shit. You mad I said you funny, but you not as funny? KYS, YB. Yeah, she gonna say, oh, kill myself? Do you think you should be saying dark stuff like that? Don't you have a dad in your family? I said, you can say whatever you want. It's not gonna hurt me.
Ultimately, this was just an opinion about...
Hold on. How you gonna tell her to...
Yeah.
See, sometimes I gotta be hearing people...
I don't talk about the deceased and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't make jokes about...
But also don't tell me to do...
Yeah.
Don't tell me to do that. It's all open day on you. That's how I look at it. Because also, like we just said, avoid the negative comment. You won't have to. This won't be nothing.
Yeah.
And she texts you straight up and just said, "Don't mention my name. Don't talk about me." You could be like, 100 respect. I won't. And moved on.
Yeah.
But then you said you ain't funny. You tried to snap off on her. Now and then you tell her that.
Yeah.
Which streamer that somebody thinks is funnier than the other. Now, I did have to go back and try to find if there was more said. Hey, maybe streamer Rod was downplaying the situation. Maybe he said more during the initial interaction engagement than he's letting us on to believe.
Zoe and Reg on the same level as far as funny?
Yes, they both do the same stuff.
Hell no.
No. Where they are.
And maybe Zoe felt like the laughs of it all were a little bit too much, but ultimately nothing that he said warranted her saying slurs or calling out his deceased mother. I mean, you can't tell somebody how to...
But you also can't tell someone how to respond when somebody tell you to yourself. That's my whole part of the whole situation. And again, when somebody put in the chat, grow the fuck up and mature enough to say, keep going.
Yeah. And I think with her, I don't know how she feel or whatever is going through her head, but I feel like she's always on defense mode. So I feel like if anyone says anything about her or that's even attached or have anything to do with them or just anything, I feel like she's always going to be on defense mode and everything is going to be like amplified.
Yeah, she is.
Because she's going to always feel like you trying to comfort me.
True.
Which sometimes in some light maybe they
her
are.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I can't tell her how to feel, but yeah.
Retaliate to something that they find to be disrespectful, but we can at least have opinions on the proportionality of it all. And I would say that Zoe just went way out of bounds with this whole thing. But ultimately, that is like the life and career of Zoe Spencer, is that she is meeting these things with over the topness that makes people.
You said KYS is something that you like. The person is handling, but smoke on a. Bro, there's a lot of y'all smoke on y'all on other people all day long. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all been screaming and joining music for how long? Nobody said they wrong. So now is because it's your favorite content creators, y'all. You know.
Yeah,
I don't say this stuff in my own personal life.
Me personally, I don't speak on like I would never like disrespect like on that level or whatever.
Yeah.
I may, if you tell me to do that to myself, I may say something back in that regards to you.
Yeah.
But I don't speak on like the dead period. But
yeah,
it's just me.
If it's somebody home, it's different. No, there's no difference about any of it. It's still disrespecting the deceased, whether it's your mama or what. Trust me, I've had plenty of people crack jokes on me. And I would say something about whoever. If you go there with me, trust me, I'm a always go even more overboard. I have. Mm-hmm. Now, that was also the more immature me. Mm-hmm. Me as maturing, realize there's different things and different levels to this. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's once you mature in life, you don't do the things that you used to do. But also on the other side, all she did was say, basically, keep my name out your mouth. You turn around and say, basic KYS. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. But also, people like to pick and choose which side they like to be on. A lot of times too. I'm not on either side. It should never even been a situation in the first part. If you just do this, she could have just said, "Hey, please keep my name out your mouth going forward. I don't talk about you. Please don't speak on me."
Yeah.
And it could have been deaded right there.
Feel uncomfortable or not wanting to participate in doing some sort of
And GTA, bro, stop with that GTA stuff, bro. Like stop that weird. Y'all with that stuff be weird.
Content with her. But in his monologue, Rod brings up an extremely, extremely interesting point that challenges the first video that I opened this video with, in which Zoe Spencer was crying about this industry being so hard and her being blackballed.
Then you keep telling niggas you blackballed. How you blackballed? Because a select group of 10 niggas won't let you in their content. You went to BET Awards. You're not blackballed. You got your own shit going on. How are you blackballed? You're making money, big dog.
He's absolutely right. Zoe Spencer has this new show coming out on where she's doing makeup and describing different situations. She's been to the BET Awards. She's had a bunch of different collabs. I think she's been in some short films, but ultimately she still has this yearning to be a part of an industry that just doesn't like her, and not even necessarily.
And that's another thing. I think she should just elevate now beyond the streaming thing, because obviously you're getting access into rooms that other people can't.
Or you can still do the streaming thing, but stop trying to be accepted by a group of people.
True.
Like they've showed you they don't F with you. Move on. It is what it is. I'm not about to be begging to be a part of this clique just because of who they are and where they from. Like who cares? Do your own thing.
And
Move
I agree.
accordingly. It is what it is.
I agree.
she still has this yearning to be a part of an industry that just doesn't like her. And not even necessarily an industry as a whole, but a subsection of the internet that just doesn't like her. And part of the reason why that industry just doesn't like her, that subsection of that industry doesn't like her, is because of things just like this. When she goes to the internet and she cries victim, but then ultimately she, in a disproportionate way, goes at streamer Rod. When she has the opportunity to make amends and be pretty cordial and calm with the same people that she's looking to be in contact with, but gives Tylil the cold shoulder, only to go to the internet later and try to play this game of like, hey, I did it, but he did it too, so why aren't people calling him out, avoiding accountability in these situations? Ultimately, what she wants is acceptance from a group of people, but the reactions to these things explain why the acceptance has disappeared completely, in my opinion. Now, for what it's worth, I do think that Zoe Spencer's exhaustion and crying moment and vulnerability on the internet was real, and it can be 100% completely accurate if you take away any sort of explanation. I do believe that it can be exhausting putting out content as a creator. As somebody who's doing it right now, sometimes I be burnt out. I ain't gonna lie. So I be going through them stretches where I don't be uploading. And at the same time, I do feel like it is hard to go from, what was that, 13,000 live viewers on average in 2025, all the way down to 300 average live viewers. That's gotta be tough. And so yes, her burnout does deserve empathy, but her behavior still deserves some accountability. Working hard doesn't just entitle you to every single opportunity, and lost relationships are not always proof of being blackballed. You can't demand recognition while still repeating this damaging behavior. All in all, if she can't move past this group of people that don't want her, or even just move with a little bit more accountability and don't fall back into these actions, Zoe Spencer will find herself on this perpetual wheel of losing subscribers, people trying to be cordial with her or okay with her, and she just like blaming the internet for the reasons why these losses keep happening, and ultimately just continuing to be somebody that people just don't want to be around. And for what it's worth, I think we've seen worse people be reintegrated into society. Hell, her counterpart in that whole situation when it came to Saeed has still been integrated. And granted, you know, Nina Lynn might have not had this interaction with Kai Cenat and the rest of the guys directly, but ultimately there's still a place and space for Zoe Spencer to exist when it comes to streaming and this side of the WL community. The reality is that she's not making it easy for anybody, and I do mean anybody, to re-ingrain her into the mix.
Oh man, I said, was she just that streaming you?
Nina. What's her
name?
name?
Nina. She was just that streaming you, right? And with her being that streaming you, I'm like, is that not weird though? Male streamers get put in jail for. But it is crazy how, like, at the end of the day, there's a society. Society pick and choose how they want to feel about certain things, and certain people and certain genders.
Yeah,
so when it really comes down to everything, you're never gonna be able to beat everybody. Like, the best thing I feel like she can do with her on her side is just continue to do you, continue to work, continue to grind. The people that want to fuck with you for who you are gonna mess with you, and those who don't mess with you are not gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it but be you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I still think her having 300 is still good. You know what I'm saying? You still, like, now I feel like you have weeded out the people who really don't mess with you, and you now have the people who really rock with you and support you there. But also Kai, Tylil, and Des and them, y'all, you can't say, hey, Nina, you can come to stream of you, but Zoe, I don't want nothing to do with you. Nina has done a lot of crazy things, and she just, I don't know. But y'all spam us up, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are. We out.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.